Stuart Kellett, who hit a 9-darter in qualifying to be here. Kellett blasting his way past Ken McNeil and John Park, both 6-0, and then hitting the 9-darter in a deciding leg victory over Steve Hine. Kellett evidently in some form when those qualifiers took place. However, that is some time ago. Can he recapture some of that magic over the course of this weekend? He is a man who's made a final of a European Tour event before now, at the UK Masters, the one European Tour event that's been held in the UK at Minehead Butlins, the home of World Darts. But Antonio Alcinas is a man who is very, very capable. Saw off Vincent van der Voort in qualifying for this, along with Michael Tafner and Jordi Muurvisser. Beat van der Voort 6-1. So it's all set up for a potentially fascinating clash here in Gibraltar. I'm Dan Dawson, Robert Malarkey alongside me.
Yeah, difficult one to call this. You could make a case for both players. Kellett will start this match as a favourite, but there will be those who'll be thinking that Alcinas is more than capable of pulling it off here. Kellett, like you said, was the most impressive player, I think, or put in the most impressive performances in UK qualifying with those wins over Part and McNeil without dropping a leg, and then
100
had to display plenty of resilience and fight and character in that win over Steve Hine. The 9-dart finish in amongst it all as well. Much
140
was expected of him as well in Munich last time out, but he went down 6-1 to Kevin Painter in the first round. Again, that was an example of two of the higher calibre qualifiers coming together when perhaps Kellett might have benefited from or would have benefited from a more favourable draw, but a chance here to make inroads at the expense of the Spaniard.
140.
Well, 10-40 for Alcinas means he's down to a finish after 3 visits. Kellett. I'm surprised he didn't go for the 19s. You know, 5 19s would have left 170.
60.
As it is, no trouble at all, so it doesn't really matter. But there we go. Well, it could go. It could go, Antonio. Ooh.
120.
Well, better to miss outside than inside in that situation. He'll come back with 3 clear darts at double 10. Potential 13-darter to hold his throw and get the first leg on the board here. Winner of this one will face the Diamond, Ian White. Number 7 seed. Ian White this weekend.
You shot in the first
will do. A 14-darter and Antonio Alcinas
to throw first.
Gets the first leg.
Cristo Reyes in the crowd as well.
Yes, a fellow Spaniard. Those two World Cup of Darts partners. Although Antonio's perhaps standout moment and diminutive
60.
MC Little Richard Ashdown pointed out on the walk-on. He is a former World Cup of Darts semi-finalist, Antonio. That was when he was playing with Carlos Rodriguez, when they famously beat Phil Taylor's England. Beat Scotland as well, before being beaten by the Dutch in the last 4.
58.
Good-looking dart.
140.
Yeah, follows it in with a 3rd, and Kellett down to a finish after 3 visits. So, pretty decent start to this from both
85. Do you require 156?
Just the one meeting between them in the past. That was won by Antonio in 2014. Won it 6-4.
95.
That'll do for Kellett.
Yeah, it certainly will. Alcinas struggling to make any inroads here, and Kellett has lots of room for manoeuvre to level things up at 1 apiece.
That is not the dart he was looking for.
45.
Well, tidies it up and leaves himself double 8, and he can afford to do that with Antonio some way behind.
97. Sure, you require 16.
A good inch or so inside the wire. Double 4 though is taken out easily enough, and we're level at 1 apiece. Cristo Reyes encouraging his fellow countryman out there. Alcinas, a man who only qualified for 2 European Tour events last year. He lost
60.
6-3 to Joe Cullen in the first round in Sindelfingen at the end of the campaign, and went down 6-1 to Thomas Saylor in the first round in Riesa as well. So he'll be looking to address that recent record.
100.
Started competing in PDC tournaments in 2010. He's made a couple of appearances at the World Championship as well. Missed out this year, or should I say last
81.
December, in the South Europe qualifier against John Michael of Greece, who then in turn was beaten by James Wade.
The Deadly Rose, John Michael. Some player. We get to see Christo in action. He'll be on the way
99.
this evening. 8 games this evening as well. So it's Christo against Christian Kist, the former Lakeside world champion.
58.
Stuart Kellett also just missed out on qualifying for the World Championship as well. Lost his semi-final against Andy
28.
Hamilton. Beat Michael Smith at the UK Open this year as well. So it was a good start to the year for him.
58.
Yeah, beat Michael Smith.
But then lost to Barry Lynn.
Barry Lynn,
Who
the
was, of
bin
course,
man from
the
Essex.
man who took on MVG in the last 8.
Yeah, Barry Lynn,
96.
the unknown bin man from Essex, who so little was known about him that with the amateur qualifiers at the UK Open, they get them to
95.
fill out forms just to explain who they are and where they're from. And Barry Lynn didn't really take it that seriously. And his answer, where were you from or where were you born? His answer was, in a volcano.
95. Antonio Juan, 149.
Turns out it wasn't. It was Essex. Easily confused. Antonio Alcinas looking to set this up. Kellett is on 83, so he can do this in 2 darts. He should at least get a dart at the bullseye. He'll look at treble 17 first. Gets it. 2 at double 16 for a break of throw. Is that awkward? He's moving across the oche. Ooh, just the wrong side of him. Grimace from the man from Greater Manchester. Double top for Alcinas, and bang in the middle of the bed. 2-1 for Tony Alcinas.
Yeah, both players looking very comfortable on their own throw. It points to the fact that maybe this will go a long way. Unlike the last match, Justin Pipe blitzing his way through 6-0 in the most eye-catching performance of the day so far.
Yeah, average 97 by the end of that, Justin Pipe. So we've seen some quality. Justin Pipe
140.
scored very well. We saw some excellent finishing from Nick Fulwell, the man from Stourbridge. Finished it with a ball finish. He only missed 1 dart at double in the entire match.
79. 123.
Well, Alcinas attacking the Kellett throw now.
81.
81's not enough. Alcinas nearly 60 points ahead, plus these.
Yeah, chance for a break here for
94.
the 37-year-old from Mallorca. Not the most famous Mallorcan sports star on the planet.
Who's the most
85.
famous?
Antonio Juan, 144.
Tony Nadal. Used to play for Barcelona. His nephew's a sportsman as well. His name escapes me.
Oh, yeah.
96.
That'll do for Antonio Alcinas. 48 left. That's good. Applies a bit of pressure. Yeah, very good stuff from Stuart Kellett. 174 to leave him double 18, but will he get a go at it? No, he will not. Clinical stuff from Antonio Alcinas. It's a 14-dart break of throw. He leads 3-1 here.
Game on.
Yeah, he looks very settled here, Alcinas. And Kellett already is up against it here, and he's got plenty to think about. Alcinas,
55.
I was about to say looking very assured, but starting things off with a visit of 55. Kellett not really punishing him at the moment.
43.
Is it me, or is that table a long way from the oche?
It's a track, isn't it?
It's a bit of a trick, that.
Oh, Antonio Alcinas, that's his first maximum, first one of this match.
$99. $55.
Kellett with a lot of work to do here.
$60.
Yeah, it's another sub-100 score for Kellett. 3 on the spin in this 5th leg. Needs more on the Alcinas throw.
140.
Especially with Alcinas throwing darts like that, he's down to a finish of 71.
Yeah, he's just looking comfortable there, isn't he?
He is, and 60% on the checkouts as well suggests that
140. Antonio
he'll
requires
finish it off here
71.
as well.
18 for tops. Tops he wants.
51.
Well, he will come back as 159 is a bogey number. All Kellett can do is hit something big and hope. Oh, that's a great effort.
$137.
The steel band have arrived for their show later on. Alcinas for a 4-1 lead. Double 5 he wants.
Oh, he's
he's
bust it.
No score.
If you're going to miss,
You
it's probably
require
better that you
22.
bust it than hit 5 or leave double 5. Kellett. Only going to get one more dart. Hits the 3 now. Double 4.
18.
Missed opportunity. That was for a breaker throw
So
as
you're
well.
on
Can
20.
Antonio Alcinas punish him? Now, double 10. He's not really got that close to it so far. That's another miss. But
He
double
shot
5
in the
comes
fifth
to his
leg.
rescue,
Antonio
as it did in the
Alcinas
opening
flips
leg,
through
and it's a
to
4-1
reverse.
advantage that the
Game on.
Spaniard has now, playing in basically what is as close as he's going to get to a home tournament for him. We have had Players' Championship events in Spain in the past,
137.
but with no European Tour event in Spain. So, you know, the Spanish players don't get the advantage of having host nation qualifiers. He only comes through the
140.
European qualifiers as Cristo Reyes does. And this is geographically at least as close as it's going to get for him.
100.
I'm just wondering about how the onset of darts players began in Spain.
125.
Who was the first trendsetter? Who paved the way?
You got me there. I wish, I'll be honest. Get Harrington on the phone. He'll know.
I'm just wondering whether it
60.
was any influence of the sizable British expat
I'm
community, or was it long before that?
I'm sure it'll be the Brits that probably brought the game to
78.
Spain. I mean, you look at, it's probably no coincidence that the two leading Spanish players, now Alcinas and Cristo Reyes, are from Mallorca and Tenerife,
77.
areas which
Antonio
are
requires
strangers to
158.
large amounts of Brits.
Yeah. Yeah, you're unlikely to get a good player coming from, say, I don't know, Bilbao or something like that.
Well, I don't,
98.
but maybe there's a
Sometime
thriving
there,
dart
97.
scene in Bilbao of which I am unaware. Treble 19 for Kellett. Bullseye.
It was somewhere off.
97. Antonio requires
And this is for a break and a 5-1 lead. Antonio Alcinas, double top he's looking at. Little twist of the dart in his fingers before he releases. And double 10, he's finally hit it.
Antonio Alcinas.
And it is a 5-1 lead for
Antonio
El
to
Dartador.
reverse.
And
Game on.
Stuart Kellett has got problems. Big ones.
Big problems now for Kellett. 6-1
100.
defeat in the first round in Munich at the hands of Painter. Not many anticipated a 6-1 defeat here, but that's exactly what he's staring at right now.
140.
1 from 6 on his doubles, Kellett. That's been one of the problems he's had today. Another has been his scoring.
100.
And Alcinas has just been very steady Not spectacular, but very, very steady and consistent.
If you're not scoring well and you're not finishing well,
100.
difficult to win a game of darts. He's got a higher average than Antonio Alcinas. That's partially down to the fact that whenever Alcinas has gone out to finish, Kellett's been right there waiting to pounce. And that is credit to Antonio for taking those shots out under pressure. But also the one leg that Kellett's won, I think he won it by about 200 odd points.
140.
Yeah, draw my attention to the little roll of the fingers before the release.
He does hold the dart very, very close to the front. There's a little twist there.
139.
Very effective throw. Leaves himself double 14 for the match. Kellett has got to take this out, you would think. And he might do. 11 now. Just.
96.
Well, it's the closest he's come to the bullseye in this one.
28.
But it's not close enough. And Antonio Alcinas has left himself the men's sort for a 6-1 victory. And we do have a Spanish player through to the second round here in Gibraltar as Antonio Alcinas sees off Stuart Kellett, a former European Tour finalist. 6-1, his second win over Kellett, and he will go up against the number 7 seed Ian White. Cristo Reyes is a happy man. We should wait to see if he's a happy man if those two end up playing each other. We'll have to check the draw to see how that could happen, if it could happen. We'll have to meet in the final. We have plenty more action coming up for you, and as you see, 3 more games from the afternoon session. Daryl Gurney and David Pallett looks the standout match of the afternoon, it has to be said. Dirk van Dijvenbode takes on Dyson Parody, the top player from Gibraltar. We know what Dyson's capable of. Very interesting to see what kind of game he brings today. And big John Henderson is going to take to the stage very shortly against the Wanderer Wayne Jones. Already seen one West Midlander through to the second round in Nick Fulwell. Can Wayne Jones follow him into round 2?